This is a 100-watt GAN charger, and I can use this to charge my Dell XPS 15. The new MacBook Pro 13, on the other hand, has a Apple M1 chip, which is significantly more power efficient for the amount of performance that you get out of it. And that device draws like 15 watts of total power, which means that something like this, the ravpower 65-watt USB-C charger, would be an excellent charger for anyone that wants to go out and buy the new MacBook Pro with the M1 or the MacBook Air. To keep things in perspective for you, this charger is quite small for 100 watts. And it's got 4 USB ports. And to be completely honest with you guys, when I go traveling with my laptop, I bring this because I can charge my laptop with it, and I can charge all of my legacy USB-A accessories like headphones. I can use it to charge and power my camera. And more importantly than not, I don't have to worry about necessarily buying a bunch of specific cables or just overall cable compatibility. And that makes this great. But it is literally double the size of the 65-watt ravpower USB-C GAN charger with a USB-A port. And the ravpower 65-watt USB-C GAN charger is even smaller than the Xiaomi 33-watt conventional charger that comes with the Xiaomi Mi 10, Mi 10T Pro, as well as the Poco F2 Pro. What that means is that you can use this device and it will charge a variety of devices, and it's going to be compatible for a long period of time. Because even when everything has transitioned to USB-C, you're still covered. At 65 watts, you're able to charge all kinds of laptops that don't have a dedicated graphics card. And even my Dell XPS 15 that has a dedicated graphics card can be powered off of this. When it comes to rendering, it will drain the battery because it needs like closer to 100 watts to actually fully utilize all of the components in the dedicated graphics card on it. But even then, if I'm going to a coffee shop, if I'm going out and I don't want to bring a bunch of like cables and adapters and chargers, and I want one thing that I can use to charge my phone, this is great. On top of that, and what makes this even more interesting is that since Qualcomm announced the new Quick Charge 5.0 standard, that's going to utilize USB-C power delivery to charge devices all the way up to 100 watts. Which means that if I had the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, which is currently the only device that supports Quick Charge 5.0, I can charge my Mi 10 Ultra at 65 watts with this brick, and it's great. I mean, I know that the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra charger can be used to charge laptops because it will provide up to 120 watts, but the charger for that is significantly larger. Now, this isn't the cheapest charger on the market, like by any means. This is right around the $45, $50 mark. But if you consider that you're going to have and use this device, let's say for the next 2 to 3 years, if you're going to use it for 3 years, let's say, then 3 years divided by $50 is a little less than $20 a year. You're looking at around $2 a month, less than $2 a month to own this. And that's if it breaks at the end of 3 years, which more likely than not it won't do. This charger is a lot of value, and if you are trying to decide between this charger and the other RAV charger that I reviewed, being this RAV charger 65 watt GAN USB-C 4-port hub with a power cable on the back, I would just ask yourself if you're going to be doing a lot of traveling, and if you are, you can totally get different cable ends for this. And again, this isn't that much larger in size than this other 65 watt charger, and you get 4 ports. So even right now, if let's say not all of your accessories utilize USB-C to USB-C for charging, this is a great option because it'll give you 18 watts out of both of these USB-A ports, or 65 watts out of one of the USB-C ports, or 30 something watts out of each of the ports kind of piggyback from each other because you're splitting the voltage. Either way, ravpower has been coming out with some really, really great and really, really well-priced products with excellent, super solid build quality at prices that at first seem kind of expensive, but if you consider that the Anker 20 watt or 18 watt Atom, the little Anker wall plug that looks like the stock Apple charger that does 18 watts with USB-C GAN, if you consider that this is 3 times more powerful at double the cost with twice the number of ports, this makes this charger seem like a much better and much more compelling purchase. And I know that for myself personally, when it comes to traveling, when it comes to going to coffee shops and stuff like that, having these options for different chargers and different charging protocols, my life is made easier because whatever I bring, I don't need to worry about that. Around this time last year, I went to Saigon on a business trip and I had to bring my Xiaomi 65 watt USB-C hub, but that hub did not do enough power to power my laptop. So I was still stuck bringing my laptop's power brick. And those 2 power bricks ended up being significantly larger and heavier than all 3 of these GAN bricks put together. So just in 1 year's time, I've been able to see a ton of increase in technology and how quickly that technology has been growing, the price that's been coming in at. 2 years ago, ravpower introduced a ravpower GAN 30 watt wall charger, and that device was $50. And this device is double the power at the same price a year later. So this tech is only getting better. It's only getting cheaper. And more importantly than not, coming from a brand like ravpower, which has been making batteries, chargers, stuff like that for a while, I will happily spend the money on a charger like this so that I know that I'm future-proofed as opposed to getting different power bricks, power hubs, and things like that. Just get one device. It can basically last you the next 2 to 3 years until the USB-C power delivery protocol supports more than 100 watts, and this video is over. If you guys want to go ahead and check out the video I did about the Power Juice or the Hyper Juice charger, I'll have a link to that video right here. If you guys want to see the review that I did on this ravpower 4-port USB-C hub, I'll go ahead and have a video of that linked right here. And until next time, it's been Mitchell.